Hello all, it's James Johnson aka Sulfurblade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Football Coach College Dynasty. Alright, so we're beginning our, what is this? 7th season? Yeah. And we're taking on Army in game 1 of this season. So let's go ahead, jump in, and see how we do against Army. Okay, Army has won the toss. Army has elected to receive the ball. Northern Illinois will kick off. It's 3rd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 11, 3rd and 11. Army is punting. Right, it's our first set of downs. None of this QB running stuff. I don't know about that play, but we'll give it a try. Great. Alright, 39-yard field goal. It's good. 2nd and 5, 3rd and 3, 4th and 5. None of these end arounds. Looks like it's another field goal. And it's good. 2nd and 13, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1, 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4. Damn it, they got it first. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Touchdown. Alright, let's keep running that football. Touchdown. Third and 6, 1st and 10, 1st and 10. Defense, you need to step up and stop them. Not gonna happen. 2nd and 1, touchdown. Wow, nice return for us. Oh, come on. Come on, field goal position. We have timeouts. touchdown. Okay, clock has run out on the first half. It's 20-14. We're ahead of Army. Right, we're punting. Second and 10, first and 10, first and 10, first and 10, second and 10, third and 10. Okay, we held Army to a field goal. Oh shit, we're punting. Second and 8, third and 11, fourth and 11. Good gain on play action. The clock ran out on the third quarter. 30-yard field goal. It's good. First and 10, second and 6, third and 6. Yard field goal. It's good. Kicker's getting a lot of work this game. Third and 3, fourth and 3. Army turnover on downs. No. Let's run that ball. Oh, well, that's too bad. I wanted to get another playoff. (26-17) over Army. Tough game. Talented team. Injuries, be nice to us, please. Wow. Wow. Who's this? Alright, thank God it's not one of the starting linemen. I mean, he is obviously in the top 8 rotation, but it would have sucked to have been one of the front 5. Well, he's just going to play on his injury. Some of these injuries are on the shorter side, so I guess that's a blessing. Wow. First game, throw in a season ender, huh? Alright, 2 offensive line, 1 wide receiver, a linebacker, and a defensive line. Offensive line. Okay. Linebacker. I've got a 7-player rotation going on, so you know what? Back to a 6-player rotation. Alright, this senior's incredibly slow. Has a crappy pursuit. The guy we're replacing was an end. I don't know. End, interior, end, interior. Gonna put the freshman in. Alright, so we adjusted the offensive line, the linebackers. The defensive line, yes. don't think we did wide receivers. We're just going to leave him right where he's at. Are we? Okay. Recruiting. By points ahead estimate. Okay, tight end here. Another tight end. We'll have to go here. B plus 53. No change. B minus 57. No change. B 56. No change. Is everybody fully scouted now? Yeah. It hasn't made the offensive line quandary any easier. So basically we have the 53 with the B plus, the 57 with the B minus, and the 56 with the B. So the potential slider is in the opposite direction of the actual overall. Okay, B plus durability. B plus durability. Okay, that's not helping. And B minus durability. I think he's gone. Alright, that gets us down to the 18 guys. That matches the number of seniors we have leaving. And now everyone's offered. Okay. going into a very difficult Miami, Ohio game. Well, a very important Miami, Ohio game. How difficult it'll be is yet to be seen. However, we do have a fair amount of injuries going into a very key game. So that's not exactly working in our favor, is it? Rushing and stop the run. Lock in the focus. Let's practice it up. Let's feature Jake Tharp this time around, since our usual target is injured. We'll let the slot receiver get some love today in this matchup. How's league news? Alright, Bowen among the conference best for Defensive Player of the Year. Jimmy Dickey up here for Player of the Year. Huskies run wild in West Point. We're currently on top of the rankings. Miami, Ohio is actually... they're 0-1. Did they lose to Ohio? Oh, they lost to Wyoming. Alright. Here we go against Miami, Ohio, who is currently suffering from a loss in their opener. Hopefully they'll take that trend into our game. Right, it's tails. Miami, Ohio is elected to defer to the second half, and we'll kick off to Northern Illinois. Our kicker actually has a fair chance of making a 50-yard field goal. I don't know. Miami, Ohio, I feel like we need to play the field position game. We pinned them deep. 2nd and 10. Safety. Excellent. Wow. We got nowhere. Punting again. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 9. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd 11. 3rd and 16. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 5. Holding them to a field goal, 39-yarder. Missed. Excellent. Got nowhere on that run. Got nowhere on that. Alright. I don't like that play. Fumble. Our quarterback is sacked and fumbles the ball. 1st and 10. Interception. We take it back from them. Wow. Punt. First and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 12. Interception. This is a defense-dominated game here. Nowhere. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 3. Punting. Wow. We're punting. We just can't get any offense going. Luckily, they're having the same issue. Okay, it's the end of the first half with the score at 2-0. A safety is the difference in this game right now. 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 16, 3rd and 9, 4th and 12, punt. Okay. Can we get the ground game going? Alright, we're on the board. Touchdown. It's 9-0. Alright, it's 2nd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 14. Interception for us. Man, the defense has been dominant this game. .42-yarder. Alright. It's good. 12-0. First and 10. 2nd and 8. 3rd and 11. 1st and 10. 2nd and 2. Damn it. Come on, D. 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. 3rd and goal. 4th and goal. Field goal. Right? Well, good goal line stop. Touchdown. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel a lot better. So, Greater than 2 touchdown spread. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Ahead of Miami, Ohio. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 2. They're punting. Trying to run this game away. 2nd and 8. Wow. Big run. Amir Schaefer. 50-yard rush. Why do I think Amir is one of our backups? And Zachary Nicholas with the touchdown run. 2nd and 12, 3rd and 12, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 15, 4th and 15, turnover on downs. 3rd and 8. We're evidently punting it. Game's over. Alright, very, very, very tough defensive game. I'm actually surprised Miami, Ohio ended that game with 312 yards. Right, we're 2-0 and still unranked. View official visit results. Nobody was there. Okay. Players recovered from injury to a new injury only 1 week, thankfully. Linebacker. Go back to 7-player rotation on the linebackers. So those are the 2 people that returned. We got someone new that was hurt, right? I think an offensive lineman. He'll stay in the rotation, but he'll be pulled out of the starting lineup. can schedule a visit here. We're going to rush the football, and we're going to stop the run. Nothing. Well, no, the wide receiver isn't back yet, is he? No. So we'll leave Tharp as the current featured receiver. Let's go to League News. None of our guys are currently up there for Player of the Year. Two guys on defense, which is good. Old school football in DeKalb. Defensive battle saw Northern Illinois defeat Miami 26-3. The Huskies passed for 159 yards and rushed for 217 more, and their defense was able to get the quarterback, earning 6 sacks. The Huskies moved to 2-0 on the season, while the Redhawks fell to 0-2. Interesting. Ohio is 1-1. Who did they lose to? They lost to Central Michigan. Well, that thickens the plot. So we have a 2-0 Central Michigan that's ranked behind the guys they beat in a head-to-head. So I think Central Michigan was the guys I said had a decent looking offense. Yeah, and that we'd have to keep a lookout for that. Central Michigan is taking on the 0-2 Miami, Ohio. So that should be a good game this week. Alright, let's do our thing against Bowling Green. We're favored by 19. No visitors in this game. What's the matchup history? Currently we're dominating this Bowling Green has elected to defer to the second half. Interception. Fourth and 3. Successful fourth down. Second and 12. Third and 12. First and 10. First and 10. Second and 10. Third and 10. Field goal defense, 30-yarder. They made the field goal. Bowling Green's on the board first. This is first down, and we're playing some wacky passing. Let's get back to that ground. Play action I'm fine with. Let's keep it conservative here. Right, touchdown. And we're punting. Second and 10, third and 14, fourth and 14. Here we go. Good field position. Alright, we'll take the field goal. First and 10, second and 10, third and 9, first and 10, second and 1, first and 10, second and 1, second and 11, third and 1. Okay, it's 10-10. Play action. Alright, touchdown. Third and 13, fourth and 13. Good field position for us. Touchdown. "55-yarder, huh? As much as I like my kicker, can't we get a little closer than that?" Short passes that will likely end up in out of bounds. No luck. Alright, here's your big chance to hit a big kick. Missed. Okay, third and 3, first and 10, third and 4, fourth and 3. Let's go offense. We got some scoring to do. None of that. 4th and goal on the 1. Change play. Goal line. Up the gut. I want the touchdown. We got it. Okay, we're not using that run 3 times in a row. I don't want to punt. Okay, we got him deep. No. Want a blitz. Throw it all. Touchdown. Second and 12. Fumbled return for a touchdown. Excellent. We're at 44 points. We need one more score to accomplish that one donor goal. I had a feeling we might be able to do it in this game. Oh, actually, there's 45 points. First and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, extra point. The clock run out in the game. Okay, 471 yards of offense, including the coveted 45 points, which I believe accomplishes that booster objective. No new injuries. Players recovering from injury. Nice. .44 points in at least a game. There we go. Hold at least 3 opponents to 100 rush yards or fewer 1 game so far. Have a cornerback earn all conference. Beat Ball State, beat Ball State. Win against Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Ball State. Okay. Wide receiver, offensive line. Who is this that's upset about his? You're in the rotation. You should feel lucky about that. Okay, we're going to run the football, and we're going to stop the run. You're the high-powered offense. You're pass-oriented. Right, we're adjusting the game plan to put Quincy Harrington back in the first target. And let's go look at league news. Got anybody sneaking into Player of the Year talks? No. Jimmy Dickey's third in talk in the conference, but we got 3 guys on top of the conference defense-wise. None of them is a corner, though. We need one of our corners to become all-conference. Alright, Dickens is leading the redshirt freshman of the year category here. This is one he really should win, because he's like one of our featured backs in a high-powered run offense. In fact, our primary running back isn't in here yet. Dickens is probably stealing much of the touchdowns. Alright, Central Michigan. Any visitors? Yeah, a bunch of them for Central Michigan. They're going to get to watch Central Michigan lose. Hopefully. Right. We've got a 4-2 record against Central Michigan. Alright, they got a fairly solid quarterback. A fairly decent running back, actually. A solid receiver. They will be a game that won't be guaranteed. They could give us some problems. Okay, it's tails. Central Michigan is elected to defer to the second half. We will play ball. I don't know about that plan, 2nd and 4. Touchdown. We're on the board first. Right, it's 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 4th and 7. Alright, so far so good. We're punting. 4th and 5. Little play action. Some curls for a touchdown. Okay. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 9. 4th and 9. The clock run out on the quarter. 2nd and 11. 3rd and 3. 4th down. No. Touchdown. 21-0 over Central Michigan. 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 12. What happened there? Wide receiver Jeremiah Clement, 53-yard pass from QB Marcus Swenson. Whoa, fumble. We've got a bit of a shift going on here. 1st and goal. Touchdown. Central Michigan's all of a sudden back in this game. Punting. 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1st and 10, 5, 3rd and 5, 4th and 6, field goal. Alright, that's the end of the half, 21-17. Central Michigan, 17 quick points to get themselves back into the game. First and 10, 2nd and 16, 3rd and 16. Field goal defense, missed field goal. Alright. Let's take over this game. Touchdown. Second and 4, 3rd and 4. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. End around. Didn't work. 48-yard field goal. Yeah, let's go for it. Missed. Damn it. Why do I have this great kicker? I'll let clock run out on 3rd. None of that. Punting. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. Alright, 30-yard field goal. 2nd 8, 3rd and 8, 4th and 3. Touchdown. 3rd and 10, 4th and 2. Turnover on downs. Up the gut. Timeout. Field goal. Okay, game's over. Less than 100 yards rushing. That's important. Good game. This was one of the teams that had an outside shot of beating us this year. Within the conference, that is. So we knocked off Miami, Ohio. We've knocked off Central Michigan. I think the last possible conference challenge is Toledo. And of course, we are barreling towards a game against the Ohio State University. We're now ranked 23. We've got a safety with a major head injury. He's one of our core safeties. But we do have a lot of talented backups in the safety positions. So points ahead estimate. Alright, what happened here? Probably somebody went to a what are they called? A visit? Got some big points. Right. Not a visit for Kansas State. There was a visit for Colorado. But they tossed some nil at him is what's going on. Right, we're facing Buffalo at 2-2. And stop the run. Alright, this should pose to be an interesting game, seeing as we're all about stopping the run, and they're all about running the ball. This could end up in them basically hitting a brick wall of offense and not being able to go anywhere. Though they have a solid enough defense, don't they? They might. This could be a defensive battle, or probably will be a defensive battle. We should not have to adjust the game plan. No. Oh, you know what I forgot on the depth chart? we have, yeah. How's the division situation looking? 2-1 Ohio, 2-1 Miami, 2-1 Bowling Green. So Miami's managed to rebound. And over here we have a 2-1 Toledo, a 2-1 within the conference Ball State. I think Toledo is going to be our next major hurdle. This Buffalo game is shouldn't be a problem for us. Okay, Stephen Dickens, Jimmy Dickey, Bowen. Huskies remain undefeated. Matchup history 2-2. We do not have any visitors at this game, but they have quite a few. Tails, Buffalo is elected to defer to the second half. And around, huh? Alright, that all worked out well for us. Third and 3, 4th and 3. Touchdown. 21-0. Fumble. Touchdown. First and 10, 2nd and 1. Alright. Buffalo marched it down the field on us. We're punting. The clock run out in the second quarter. Fourth and 16. 50-yarder, huh? Well, let's give him a shot. He made it. Yarder. Are we going to give him another shot at a 50-yarder? Yep. Good return. $35-yarder. Okay, it's 3rd and 9, 4th and 9. Goal line. Halfback dive. Let's do it. 4th down conversion. Now, inside run. Fullback dive strong. No. Timeout. Touchdown. Alright. Game's over. 47-7. 266 yards rushing, 219 yards passing. Sadly, they got over the 100 mark rushing. We've got some severe injuries here. Offensive line. Defensive line. All right. We're playing Illinois this week. I don't like seeing this. obviously some people attended not camps, but visits, and got some big points. This one was particularly big. What happened here? Wisconsin defeated a ranked team, Illinois, for a matter of fact. Well, that was unfortunate. Right, so we're fighting an Illinois team who just dropped off the top 25. So they were ranked like last week. Rushing and stop the run. Alright, big game. This is the who's the best team in Illinois game. And we're gonna go out and make a statement and proudly declare we're the best team in Illinois. Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Ball State. Still haven't played these games. We've accomplished it twice. And we still don't know how our corners are doing for the conference honors. Our big boy is back and healthy to anchor the offensive line while we have some other stuff going in the offensive line. Alright, it's too bad Illinois has just recently dropped out of the rankings. It would have been nice to have beaten them while they were ranked. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm acting like we're going to win. There's no guarantee that's going to happen here. Never been a matchup between us. Let's go. Alright, it's tails. Illinois is elected to receive the ball. Northern Illinois will kick off. First and 10, second and 7, first and 10, second and 6, first and 10, first and 10, second and 11, third and 1, first and 10, second and 5, third and 3, first and goal. That'd be a touchdown for the Fighting Illini. They're gonna make us work for it. No jet sweeps, no QB runs. Touchdown. It's a tie ball game. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. Alright, let's take control of this game, guys. Please? No. Okay, 1st and 10, 2nd and 13, 3rd and 12, 4th and 12. Alright, what's going on here? 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 6, 4th and 6. Illinois made a field goal. Let's go. Come on. Interception. No. 2nd and 13, 3rd and 3, 4th and 1. Come on. Punt. E. 3rd and 1, 4th and 2. Clock has run out. Man. 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. Come on. How are we going to beat Ohio State if we're going to struggle against Illinois? Let's go. 48-yarder, really? Missed. Okay, thank you. Alright, we're finally in the lead in this ballgame. 3rd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 15. 52-yard scamper. 2nd and 10, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. No! They're ahead again. Interception. That was not the time for an interception. Third and goal. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is not good. Oh, this is not good. Defense steps up bigly. Third and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 1st and 10, 6, 3rd and 4. Come on. Defend QB Neal. No. No. We're out of timeouts. No. Oh. We're not the best team in Illinois. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Okay, big letdown. against Illinois. Big game for Illinois. That gets them back into probably the rankings. Might have knocked us out of the rankings. Alright, that's disappointing. It took all the air out of the season, if you will. And it came with some big time injuries to our offensive line. That's just piling on. Ugh. Safety and defensive line, but oh man. And our offensive line is like Swiss cheese now. Well, you're getting your playing time. You really should stop complaining. Right. Important divisional game against Toledo. Well, we're no longer undefeated. I don't think we're ranked anymore either.
Unbeaten season ends for Huskies. There was a thriller in Urbana as Illinois defeated Northern Illinois 24-21. The Fighting Illini passed for 123 yards and rushed for 228 more, outgetting their opponents by just 47 total yards. The Fighting Illini moved to 4-2 in the season, while the Huskies fell to 5-1. Right, defensive player of the year. Our guys have slipped, it looks like. Right, Toledo is 3-1. So technically, if we were to give up a loss to Toledo, and Toledo wins out the rest of their conference games, they would kick us out of the running for a conference championship. So this Toledo game is important. If we win it, well, we control our destiny of making the conference championship game. If we lose this, then we could still make it, but we have to hope that Toledo loses at some point during the rest of the season. To a conference team, that is. Otherwise, we are the only undefeated team inside of the conference-wise. We're 4-0. There are no undefeated teams in the conference anymore with our destruction to Illinois. And yeah, we are going to probably wrap this episode up here. Big game against Toledo in the next episode. Anyway, I am James Johnson, aka Software. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and until the next time, all peace.